Welcome to Retirement Ramblings. I'm Scott, and today is day 335 in my countdown to retirement. So today, January 31st, 2025, we had a number of people let go from my company that I've worked with for, 5+ years. It was a sad day. That seems to be the norm now in technology companies, even though the Fed continues to say we have a strong labor market, and the unemployment rate's hanging around 4.1, 4.2%. In my particular industry, the numbers seem to be climbing, and so I'll be looking to help those that have been displaced. Find leverage my network and find a new home somewhere. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. Today I'm going to talk about bunco. So I live in an over 55 community. I generally, since I'm still working and not retired yet, don't really get to take advantage of most of the social activities that go on in my community because they start early. They tend to end early, and I'm still doing work normally when those things happen. But today there was a couples bunco game that they started at 6:30, and it was going to be for people that had never played bunco before, of which I'm one of those people. And they would teach you the game, and then you would go through the process, of playing the game, as you were learning it, and then you could sign up if you wanted to go play couples bunco, which is going to be like the third Thursday or something of every month as we move forward. And people will alternate bringing in snacks or other sweet treats that you will have as you go through the game. They take a break after, I want to say after, I think it was 6 games. They took a break for 20 minutes, and then we played the next 6, or maybe it was after 12. I know it was 24 total games that we ended up playing. And I know that because I was the big loser. And the way the things work out is, first place gets some stuff, second place gets some stuff, third place, fourth place, and then the person who loses the most games gets some stuff. And so for me, I lost 17 games, so I ended up being the big loser for the evening, which was pretty comical because as part of the game, the winner. So we had six round tables, 4 people at each table, so 24 people, and you start, and the person across from you is your partner. And then the way it works, at least in our community, is the winners get up and move from table to table, and you can't keep the same partner when the game changes. So if you lose, you stay at the same table, but you shift one chair so that you're not across from the person that had been your teammate previously. So for me, it was like a running joke. Like I kept circling the table, just moving to my left, pretty much as these games were going on. And then eventually, I did win one here and there and started moving from table to table. So it was kind of comical, but it was a fairly fast-paced dice game. The people were really nice. I ended up learning how to play it, and my wife and I had a really good time. Get to meet some of our neighbors who we didn't know, and since my wife is a twin, and her sister is the more social of the two, and her sister goes to tons of these social gatherings. When we went in, they all thought my wife was her sister, so people would come up to her and start asking her questions about things that only her sister would know the answer to, and she kept saying, "I'm not her. I'm not her." And the people weren't getting when she was saying, "I'm not her," that she meant she wasn't her sister. And I mean, it was just really comical for at least 15 or 20 minutes. The number of people that approached her thinking that she was her twin sister and trying to start a conversation until they finally, her twin sister showed up, and then they realized that she wasn't who they thought she was. It was very funny. Anyway, uh, all I wanted to say was, I am in an over 55 community. It was my first basically social gathering that I was able to attend. It was a dice game. We learned how to play it. We had a good time. We'll now decide whether we can make the commitment to the time, to go, and be part of um, kind of the monthly ritual of playing the game. Because if they're going to count on you to show up, and if you can't show up, then they're going to look for you to find a substitute. I'm not sure, given our current status, that we can do that before I retire. But we'll kick it around and decide if we're going to do that or not. But anyway, that's a brief update of my day. So if you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comments section down below. Otherwise, I will talk with you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Take care.